Hello and welcome back to Beckler Guitars and Repairs. Today we're checking out a FSR Fender Special Run 68 Custom Deluxe Reverb reissue. This amp has the Pine cabinet as well as the Creamback Neo speaker. Let's have a look. So here we are. So yeah, I've actually had this amp for quite a while. I've had it at my practice space and I use it for band practice. Yeah, I just wanted to go over it. I think I'm probably going to sell it. I'm just really liking my 65 Deluxe Reverb reissue, and we've done a lot of work to that one. Some mods, some changed the speaker, changed the baffling. We did the bright cap removal, other stuff. So I think I'm just preferring that amp at the moment, so I think I'm going to sell this one, so I figured I'd do a review video on it before, and yeah, we can go over all the specs and see how it sounds. It's still a fantastic amplifier. It's just I personally prefer the 65 a little bit better now that we've done all that work to it, but anyway. What's cool about this amplifier is this was designed to be sort of two amplifiers in one. So your vintage channel, 1 and 2, this is based off of a 68 Deluxe Reverb. So it sounds similar to the 65 Deluxe Reverb. It just voiced a little bit differently. But channel 1, the custom channel, is actually based on a 59 Bassman tone circuit. So you can get two different sounds out of each channel. So if you want more of that Bassman sound, you can use the custom channel, or if you want more of that custom or that vintage Fender Deluxe Reverb sound, you can use the vintage channel. The second channel of each one is just lower decibels, so you can get a little bit more headroom at lower volumes. And another cool feature of this amp is the tremolo and reverb channel effect works for both channels. So that was another thing that wasn't on the Deluxe Reverb 65 reissue. The reverb and tremolo channel are only on the vibrato channel, so that's another little difference. This version is also a Fender Special Run edition, so it's kind of a limited edition. Let's just see the back here. So yeah, there's our Fender limited edition decal there. And the only differences for this edition were it's got a Pine cabinet, which is a higher end spec for these amplifiers. A lot of people swear by the Pine cabinets. That's what the old Fenders used to use. And then we have quite a substantial speaker upgrade. So these ones normally came with a Celestion V7, and these limited edition Run models came with the Celestion Creamback G12 Neo. So that's a 60 watt speaker, 8 ohm, and it's a fantastic sounding speaker. A lot of people put these speakers in aftermarket on the 65 Deluxe Reverbs as well as the 68 Customs for a bit better sound, and this limited run actually comes stock with it, so pretty cool. This is a 22 watt amplifier, and yeah, they're plenty loud for like small to medium gigs or practicing at home. There's lots of volume you can get out of there. So anything bigger than that, though, you might need to mic up the amplifier or get a bigger one. So yeah, this is just everything on here is stock. It's like new. I think this amp, the date stamp on it here, if we can see right there, I don't know if it's focusing. Yeah, it looks like it is. So it was built in 2018 as part of the limited run series. The foot switch is included. You can see it there in the cavity. Yeah, it's like new. And yeah, the power cord, obviously. So now that we know all the specs and everything about this, let's go ahead and plug it in and hear how it sounds. I'm going to be using a Tele. Alright, so here I am plugged into the 68 Custom Deluxe Reverb, and I'm using the telly today. This is my barnyard telly. Done a few upgrades to this thing as well. If you want to see a rundown on this guitar, I do have it on my channel. I'll put a link in the description. But it's basically a custom-made telly with some boutique pickups in there. It sounds good, but it's a telly. It sounds like a telly. So here I am plugged in. I'm using the PS1 Power Soak attenuator just so I can get the nicer breakup at lower volumes. And we're going to start off on the vintage channel. I've got my volume at about 4.5, trebles at about 3.5, bass is 3.5, reverb I have at 3.5, and I have the tremolo off at the moment. So let's just hear how it sounds clean on the telly here. And we'll go ahead and start. That's my neck pickup. I'm going to go back to the bridge. So yeah, nice clean sound. I'm just going to turn up the volume a little bit more to get that natural tube breakup. I'm at about 7 now on the vintage channel. That's a nice breakup there. So yeah, it's a really nice sounding amp. Nice and smooth. Nothing's like there's not a lot of treble. Nothing's overpowering anything. It's very balanced. That might be in part due to the speaker. They're known that Creamback Neo is known for its really nice smoothness and balance. So, all right, next I'm going to move on to the custom channel, which is the 59 Basement tone cap. And you can tell right away, this is a little bit more of a bass, a little bassier sound coming out of this channel. And I'm just gonna go ahead and move the camera here. So I'm actually in the bridge pickup, so that is quite bassy. So I've got my treble set at 4.5, my bass set at 4.5. Actually, I'm gonna match the other channel here, so everything's even. So 3.5 for bass, 3.5 for treble, and I'm going to put the volume at about 5, 4.5. Actually, let's do 4.5 just for clean. Jack it up a little bit to get more of that natural tube breakup. So I'm going to go into about 7 here. It's got that nice low end. It sounds a lot like a humbucker, even though I'm playing with single coils on that channel. On that channel. It's really nice if you're playing at higher volumes with a little bit more breakup. It's got that nice growl. And then another thing you can do is I've seen people jump the channels before, so they go from like 1 to 1 and then plug into 2, and that gives you kind of the best of both worlds, a little bit more of that basement circuit along with the vintage, so somewhere in the middle, like a happy kind of a medium between the two. Well, let's just try the neck pickup on that channel. Alright, I'm just going to quickly jump between channels so you get a good idea what each riff sounds like. So here's the vintage channel. Everything's set pretty well the same. So this is the neck pickup. So yeah, definitely a little bit more meat or bass on this custom channel, but this is more of like a classic Fender sound on the vintage channel here. So yeah, there we go. Just a quick demo on the 68 Custom Deluxe Reverb. It's a great sounding amp. Basically 2 amps in one, with the basement circuit and the custom channel, and the vintage circuit in the deluxe reverb channel. That's more of like an actual vintage deluxe reverb. You can jump the channels if you want a happy medium between both, and there's tremolo and reverb on both channels. It sounds great with the creamback Neo speaker in there. This is the limited edition. It has that speaker along with a pine cabinet. Yeah, it's hard to get a bad sound out of this amplifier. It sounds really great. I'd be tempted to keep it, but I fell in love with my 65 Deluxe Reverb. I did a bunch of mods to it, and that's going to be the amp I'm going to keep. So if you're interested in this amplifier, you can check it out in the description. I'll have a link to the Reverb listing. And yeah, I've shipped lots of amps before, so I take out all the tubes and wrap them and put them a little chart of where they go, and I've got special boxes designed for shipping amplifiers, so no worries there. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to Beckler Guitars and Repair, and we'll see you really soon. I got more guitars to check out and more gear to review. So thank you very much. Have a good day.